they want these movies to do well because you want to have a good movie
Mm-hmm.
experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about Deadpool and Wolverine is it's involved in this sort of meta narrative of what is the state of the MCU at this time,
Right.
right? And we talked about this way back in episode 10, I think it was, or it might be episode 14,
Yeah.
when we did the Marvels, right? And
Mm-hmm.
we talked about the Marvels and we talked about kind of what was the state of the MCU at that time. And before we talk about Deadpool and Wolverine, I got a quick thing I just want to run down with you because
Okay.
I'm curious to know what you think about the movies that have come out since Endgame, right?
All right.
And I'm just gonna ask you thumbs up,
Thumbs
thumbs
down.
down, no
All right.
thumbs up, thumbs down, no sideways,
Right.
right? So just straight up, these are the movies that have come out since Endgame.
Oh, how
As the
ironic that you were going with the thumbs up, thumbs down. It just hit me on the Gladiator Part 2 joint.
yeah,
And it
yeah,
was,
yeah, yeah,
oh, I see where you're going.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, multi-layered, man. We
Okay.
multi-layered in here. So
Uh,
yeah, all right. So I'm gonna read them to you, right? I got the phone out. I'm gonna hit you all the movies in order. Thumbs up, thumbs down. As this is like the backdrop that this movie is coming into. All right, ready?
LFG.
All right, here we go. Spider-Man: Far From Home. Thumbs up. You gotta say it because the people
Oh,
can't
sorry,
see you,
folks.
man. So
Thumbs up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
thumbs up.
I'm
All right.
forgetting.
Black Widow. Come on, man. Thumbs up, thumbs down. What's it gonna be?
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I
Thumbs
didn't
down.
think it would.
Thumbs down.
I didn't think it would jam you up this way. Eternals.
Thumbs down.
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Thumbs up.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Thumbs up.
Man, that sounded like a begrudging one. Thor: Love and Thunder.
Thumbs down.
Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Thumbs down.
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Thumbs down.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Thumbs up.
The Marvels.
Thumbs down.
Okay, so that's like 10 movies. I'm not great at counting, but I think that's 7 no's, 3 yeses. And that's what you're walking into when you walk into this movie to see Deadpool and Wolverine.
There's
So,
some caveats on that though, man. Like,
nah, that's what it is, right? But okay, so for the for people who can't see Will is in here in a Marvel Comics t-shirt. This is a dude, this dude loves this stuff, right?
oh,
You love it.
yeah, man.
And that's where you came at.
Yeah.
3-7.
Yeah.
That's not even a rivalry. That's not even 5-5.
Nah.
So that's what we are. So did you have high hopes for this movie, Deadpool and Wolverine, when you walked in?
I don't go into any movie with expectations whatsoever.
Okay.
And I went with my youngest and her boyfriend. And
Okay.
and that's only because my other daughter, both of my other daughters couldn't go. So due to work obligations. Otherwise, we do like we normally do, and it would have been all of us. I preface it that way because my older two, they're more knowledgeable than my youngest. My youngest
Okay.
isn't as knowledgeable by choice. She chooses certain movies. So, for example, she was really proud to tell me yesterday, going into the movie, I watched the entire Rocky series. And I was just like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like, I could see where her headspace is at. And when we left the movie, she asked me a lot of questions. So, Will, how's that related to this movie? She had so many questions about this movie. And I think she gave a great assessment when she asked me the questions. She said, Dad, I'm only asking you these questions because some of these movies I've never seen before. And I didn't know, for example, that Michael B. Jordan was the Human Torch. I didn't even know that was a movie. Should I watch it? Do I have to watch all these other movies in order to understand this even better? Dad,
great question.
This movie wasn't like the first one. The first one had more serious parts. The second one she was saying. The second one had more serious parts. I like the second one better than this one. I like this movie, but I just wanted him to be a little bit more serious. And the reason why I'm using her as a barometer is because, in our last joint, The Fall Guy, and go check that out, folks.
Episode 44, sorry.
One of the major tenets of that was you don't have to watch anything else. You don't even have to watch the television series to which it owes its origin.
To understand it.
Yeah, to understand it. Whereas this, one of the major complaints about having an interconnected universe is you got to watch all the movies, you got to know the
Yeah.
backstories, you got to do this, you got to do that. But I think if you live in this world, you knew that Disney bought Marvel. So when they
Hmm.
show a Fox uh 20th century sign buried in the dirt in
In
the
the
dead
void.
void,
Yeah.
you get it. You know what I mean? When he mentions, hey, when Wesley Snipes, surprise, surprise, says there's only going to be one blade and Deadpool
Oh,
looks
it's
dead into the
hilarious.
camera, you get it. When you
That's hilarious.
hear some of the quips about like, yo, this has been I'm Marvel Jesus and I'm doing all these
Hmm.
things to get us out of the rut, and you're glad that you missed the past 10 years, you get it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's been one of the major complaints.
Yeah, because he even has the joke to Wolverine that you're joining the MCU at a
Right,
low point,
right,
right?
right.
So he's like, yeah, it definitely works in the movie, and it's interesting because like I'm not really a fan of Deadpool movies. Like
Really.
I've seen them,
Yeah.
right? But I've never really liked them that much. I did think the second one was better than the first one.
Hmm.
I know a lot of people who like Deadpool movies seem to like the first one more, but I thought the second one was a little bit better, but they weren't like some of my favorites.
Hmm.
So I didn't really approach this movie with a lot of expectation.
Hmm.
I was actually I actually looked at it from the standpoint of I wonder what other characters I'm going to see.
Okay.
And I think um, I was actually pleasantly surprised about it because I liked the cameos. I
Yeah.
liked them. I thought it was cool. You know, Marvel's got a great like marketing campaign behind them, man. Like they like after I think the last movie was the Marvels, right?
Hmm.
After the Marvels, no, it was Guardians of the Galaxy. But after, you know, like we've talked before, and we did a whole show about how we thought the MCU was kind of like on life support. You know
Right.
what I mean? And it's like it finds a way to pull you back in. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Like the marketing campaign on this, it's like when you break up with somebody and then like 6 months later they send you a text message and 12:30 in the night, you know, I'm lonely and all I have to eat is chocolate syrup. Like you're gonna respond to that text message. You know what I mean? You're going to respond to that, right? Marvel does that. They know how to do it. Like the market, like first of all, I was seeing Deadpool and Wolverine commercials everywhere.
Hmm.